tree of Vrindavan. He is residing under the tree of any vriksha of Shri Vrindavan. Krishna Naman Grinhan, and continuously he is chanting Shri Krishna Nam. Kurvan Rolam Riksham. He is performing always Rolam Riksham. Rolam means the bee, bumblebee. So in this way, Madhukari Bhiksha. Madhukari is always Madhukari. So Rolam means as a bumblebee takes the honey from so many flowers, so many places. In the same way, Shri Rupa Goswami is always having the bhiksha from various houses of Brajavasita. So Kurvan Rolam Bhiksham. Kwachedapi Paramat Brahmanat Sthul Vrittim. And sometimes, very rarely, he take prasadam from any Brahman sitting there. And Sthul Bhiksha. So there are two types of Bhiksha. One is Rolam Bhiksha, Madhukari, and other is Sthul Bhiksha. Sthul Bhiksha, that means we are sitting on one place. Person takes his full diet. That is Sthul Bhiksha. So sometimes he do Sthul Bhiksha, very rarely, in the house of any Brahman. And normally, he always take the Madhukari Bhiksha. Rupo Nichastranebhya. He is so polite and very much humble that Rupo Nichastranebhya. He is even very much humble from in the competition of a grass. So Nicho Tranebhya. The trin may have, the grass may have some pride, but he is without any pride. So Rupo Nichastranebhya Tarurevu Sahana. And he is very much Sahanshil. In the comparison of a brick. So, so he has the tolerance much more than the brick, any brick. So Tarurev Sahana. So Rupa Nichastranebhya, because one should take Harinam with the garland that has three padak, three bases, and that is Tranadapi Sunichem. The other thing is Tarurev Sahishnu, and the third is Amanina Manudena. So having this attitude, one should take Harinam, and it can be seen in the life of Sri Rupa Goswami Pada. Rajate Kanananta. Sri Rupa Goswami is in this way residing, living in Sri Vrindavan. So I pay my own obeisances in the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Goswami Pada, and I salute all Vaishnavas. So senior Vaishnavas are here. So I salute in the lotus feet of these Vaishnavas. Shri, I pay my obeisances in the lotus feet of Shri Narayan Maharaj also, who was very much kindful for me also. And he has very kindful relationship for me and always bestowing his kindness on me. He has started this conference, international conference, and normally, continuously, I am reaching here and I am participating in this conference by the kindness of Sri Manjari Dasi ji and other you persons. So, a very unusual subject that is given to me that Gopal Campu in the line of Rupa Goswami. It is a very complicated as well as profound subject, and I shall try to explain in any way. So please forgive me for my language, as I am not very much fluent in English. Even then, I shall try, and I shall give some glimpse on this subject. The Gopal Campu in the line of Rupa Goswami. There are two lines. One line is of Sri Rupa Goswami, and we all persons always follow the line of Sri Rupa Goswami. Sri Rupa Goswami describes that the Mahaprabhu has given the way of upasana that is extraordinary. And previously that was not so much given, as it was not very much normal. Sri Rupa Goswami has given this upasana paddhati to we persons. Sri Mahaprabhu has taken his incarnation to distribute that bhavollas bhakti. Bhavollas means where the person has affection toward Sri Radharani much more than any other thing. Sanchari syat samanova Krishna raktya suhrudrati adhika pushtamana chet bhavolasasya kathyate. First of all, I shall concentrate on the line of Sri Rupa Goswami. Then I shall concentrate on the line of Sri Jiva Goswami. And then I shall try to combine and try to adjust that how Sri Jiva Goswami is not very much different from Sri Rupa Goswami. He is always amicable to Sri Rupa Goswami. He is not hostile to Rupa Goswami. So I shall try to explain this. So first of all, the line of Sri Rupa Goswami is this, that Sri Rupa Goswami always describes that bhavollas is the best thing. While a person thinks that Brahma is Krishna, then he is going in the line of Gyan. It will be called Gyan. Sarvam Khalidam Brahma, everything is Brahma. And by having the upadhi, designation of Maya, a person, Brahma becomes Jagat, Brahma becomes Jeev, Brahma becomes Ishwar. So that is the line of Gyan. So if Brahma is Krishna, then we are going on the line of Gyanis. It will be called Gyan. While we will take that Krishna is Brahma. Brahma is not Krishna, but Krishna is Brahma. Krishna is Paramatma. Krishna is Bhagavan. Badante tattva vidastatvam yajnan madhyam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdati. While we are saying that Shri Krishna is Brahma, then we are going in the line of Shantaras. That will be called Shantaras. The main thing is Krishna, and Shri Krishna has manifested himself in the form of Shri Brahma, or sometimes he is manifesting himself in the form of Paramatma, or sometimes he is manifesting himself in the form of Bhagavan. So Krishna is the Partattva, the final Tattva, Raspadarth, full of joy and happiness. So he is the Tattva. So that will be called Shantarati. But while we take Shri Krishna as a relative, and we have the relationship with Shri Krishna, man-to-man relationship with Shri Krishna, then we comes in the Rag Marg. That is called Rag. So we are having the domestic relationship with Shri Krishna, and we are having the relationship man to Shri Krishna. Then it is called Rag Marg. And while the Rag Marg is also standing, it is taking shelter of opulences, then it will be called Vaidhi Marg, Aishwarya Mishrit Marg. So Aishwarya Mishrit Marg is something different. The contribution of Sriman Mahaprabhu is the best contribution of Sriman Mahaprabhu is this, that he has given us the Bhavollas. That means from Shantarati, the better Rati is Dasi Rati, where a person thinks that I am the servant of Shri Nanda Baba, and Shri Krishna is a prince, and being prince, I am also serving in that mahal of Shri Nanda Baba as a house servant. And Shri Krishna is prince, and I am his servant. So he is serving in this way. So that is called Dasya Bhakti. And from Dasya Bhakti, the better Bhakti is Saksha Bhakti, where there is no sankoch and hesitation. Without hesitation, Bhakti is Dasya Bhakti. And the better Bhakti is then the Vatsalya Bhakti, where a person thinks that I am the guardian and Shri Krishna is the bard, and I will protect Shri Krishna in any way. So Lalyata Palyata Gyan, that is the main thing. Krishna is my bard and I will protect him. So that is another thing. And the best thing is, that is Madhur Bhakti. That means the relationship, erotic relationship with Shri Krishna, the lovely relationship with Shri Krishna, that is Madhur Bhakti. And that Bhakti may be either based on the marriage, or it may be without marriage. So, where there is no terms and condition of marriage, that Bhakti should be called the best Bhakti. And that Bhakti is found in Samartharati of Shri Brajagopikaga. The Samanjasa Rati is in the queens of Shri Dwarika. And their love for Shri Krishna is based on the rituals of marriage. But here in Braj, there is no ritual. Normally, Shri Brajagopikaga loves Shri Krishna without any other terms and conditions, without any other factors. That is very much natural. Abhiyogat Vishayatah Sambandhat Abhimantah Satu Tattat Visheshatvat Upmata Swabhavtah. That means it is Swabhavtah. I will not describe all things because the chapter is very much, this subject is very much profound and it requires sometimes. So I am talking that what is the line of Sri Rupa Goswami. So gradually, from thinking Shri Krishna as Brahma, a person reaches in the erotic relationship with Shri Krishna, and that erotic relationship is not also based on any rituals of marriage and any other terms and conditions. And at that time, everybody, if they have the relationship that is Swakiya. So Sri Rupa Goswami has given the definition of Swakiya, that where Shri Krishna has accepted any kanya, any unmarried girl, and Shri Krishna has accepted that girl in the witness of Agni, Brahma, Mantra and rituals. That will be called Swakiya. And Shri Krishna will be called husband, Pati. But second form of Shri Krishna is that is Upapati. So in Dwarika, Shri Krishna has accepted Rukmani ji and other Satyabhama, other ladies or girls in the witness of fire, mantra, Brahman. So in this way he has accepted them. But in Brij, there is no ritual of marriage. And that is very much natural. So the attraction of Sri Radharani towards Sri Krishna is very much natural, and it does not having any shelter or any clutches. By that Sri Krishna is their love is standing. And Upapati, Sri Rupa Goswami's line is this, that in Brij, Sri Krishna is Upapati. And Uppati, the definition of Uppati is Rageno Lagya Dharma Parikiya Balarthana Tadiya Prem Sarvaswam Budhai Uppati Smrita. That Rageno Lagya Nam Dharma, while Shri Krishna is violating the way, the line of Dharma. So whatever is described in Dharma Shastra, Shri Krishna is not following it. And Shri Radhika and Shri Brij Gopika have love for Shri Krishna without any line of Dharma. They have the natural affection to each other. And in this way they are loving Shri Krishna. So Ragana, with love, Ullangya Dharma. Shri Krishna is violating the Dharma, the line of Dharma Shastra. Parkiya Balarthana. And if by ritual Radhika is or gopis are not accepted by Shri Krishna, then Shri Krishna will be, those gopis will be called Parkiya. That means they are adulterers, Parkiya. So Parkiya Balarthana, Tadiya Prem Sarvaswam. And this prem is the best prem because it is not based on any term and condition of marriage. So that is very much natural. Budhai Upapati Smrtaha. So that type of lover is called Upapati, and Shri Krishna is Upapati. So Sri Rupa Goswami says that Shri Krishna is Upapati and Shri Gopis are Parkiya. But this Parkiya Bhav is not very much acceptable by the masses. So some of them of Raganuga Marg, love Shri Krishna, serve Shri Krishna, but they serve as Shri Krishna and Shri Radhika are Shakti and Shaktiman, and they are Swakiya. And they think that Shri Radhika and Krishna, those are a couple, they are a spout, and they are having the relationship of just like a wife and husband in this way. But Sri Rupa Goswami says that this love is not of the supreme quality. The supreme quality love is where Shri Krishna has and Shri Radhika has their affection without any terms and conditions. And if a person is serving as a maid servant of Shri Radhan, and Manjari is considering Shri Krishna and Shri Radhika as Paramokh or Uppatti, and Shri Radhika as a elegance, then their love will not be of that type. That will be the best love, because that will be called the Bhavollas. Because in that Bhavollas, he is describing that the love for Shri one's friend is much more better than Shri Krishna. So that is called Bhavollas. Two friends, as Shri Radharani and Shri Lalita, both have love to each other. But the love of Shri Radharani towards Shri Lalita will be called Sanchari Bhav. But the love of Shri Rup Manjari and Shri Lalita ji for Shri Radharani will be called Bhavollas. So that is different. Because Shri Radhika has equal love for Shri Krishna. Shri Radhika has the best love for Shri Krishna and some less love for Shri Lalita. But here, Lalita has love for Shri Radharani that is much more than Shri Krishna. So that is higher than Shri Krishna. So Sanchari says Saman Ongulova. Shri Radharani always have the love either Saman, equal to Shri Lalita, or some Lalita's love is some lower quality, and the love for Shri Krishna is much more higher. So that will be called Sanchari Bhav. But Bhavollas is where the love for Shri Radharani in the heart of Shri Lalita is much more greater than the love of Shri Krishna even. So that will be called Bhavollas, and it will be called the love for that will be called Bhavollas, and it will be Sthai Bhav. It will not be Sanchari Bhav. So Shri Rupa Goswami describes this love as Parkiya Bhav. So I am talking of a line of Shri Rupa Goswami. In Parkiya Bhav, one should have some things very much important, and he should always remember those things. That in Parkiya Bhav, I shall use 4 sentences. The first sentence is this, as Shri Rupa Goswami describes, that Gopi cannot be Parkiya. Actually, they cannot be Parkiya. Gopis cannot be Parkiya because they are Shakti of Shri Krishna. So neither they are Parkiya, neither they are Swakiya, they are Paramasya. So Parkiya becomes when a violating the line of Dharma Shastra. While a person accepts any other thing, then it becomes Parkya. But Dharma Shastra accepts that that lady or that girl is a other, that is not in the swarup of Sri Krishna. But Sri Radhika is not a other entity. Radhya Madhavo Devo Madhave Naiva Radhika Vibhrajante Janeshu. As Sri Radhika and Krishna both are the same. So Shakti or Shaktiman cannot be accepted separate. So as Shakti and Shaktiman cannot be accepted separate, so they are Sriya, Paramasriya. But that acceptance is not also taken through the ritual. So they are not Swakiya also. So neither they are Swakiya, neither they are Parkiya. So due to that, as the heat of fire is not separate to the fire, as the fragrance of kasturi, musk, is not different to the musk, in the same way, Sri Radhika and Krishna both are not separate. The first sentence is in this way, is that Sri Radhika Krishna both are one, and for Leela they have taken two forms. Because for we Upasak, we devotees, Shri Krishna is not only a tattva. Shri Krishna is a Leela Bihari also. We always serve Shri Krishna not as a tattva, we think him as Leela Bihari. He is always involved in the pastimes. So we cannot accept Shri Krishna without Leela. A Jnani accepts Partattva as a Tattva, and that Tattva does not have any pastime, and neither that Tattva have any desires. So Cheshta is not there. Any action is not in Brahman. But here the Cheshta is always remaining with Shri Krishna. So in this way, Shri Radhika and Krishna, though they are appearing in two ways, but they are one. Actually, as a tattva, they are one. The second thing is that second sentence, that is the supreme relishment of the joy is always in the Parkiya. Because where the hindrances are found, then the attraction always increases. So second sentence is this, that rasastu parkiyayam, in parkiya, in adulterance, the ras is much more higher than the thing that is a quality of a qualified person, qualified thing. So Shri Radhika is not a Shakti, she is not she is not a quality, but she is Shakti of Shri Krishna. And Shakti and Shaktiman are not different. But that Parkiya Bhav cannot be accepted by the society, and it is not permitted by the Dharma Shastra. So, Shri Leela Shakti, to create this Parkiya Bhav, makes Shri Krishna as a paramour, as a Uppati, and Shri Radharani as a Parkiya. But actually saying, this Parkiya Bhav is due to the Yog Maya. one very important point is this, that if that is a part of Maya, then it will be condemned. But if the Parkiya Bhav is a part of Yog Maya, then it will not be condemned. Because Yog Maya, to give the best relishment, she is giving and she is imposing that bhav on Sri Radhika and Sri Krishna, so that by hindrances they have the affection much more greater and much more intensive. So to make this, Sri Yogmaya has created this Parkiya Bhav. So Rupa Goswami says that this Parkiya Bhav is created by Yogmaya, and Yogmaya have four things to pacify this objections, this hindrances. Shri Yogmaya creates the Chaya Gopi. And the Chaya Gopi, that means the original Gopi. When Shri Krishna plays his flute, then the original Gopi rushes to Shri Krishna. But when their so-called husband, Patimanyu Gop, they creates the hindrances and they call her back, then Shri Yogmaya creates immediately a Chaya Gopi, and Chaya Gopi comes to their house, home, and the main Gopi reaches and joins the Ras. And when Ras is completed, then main Gopi returns to his home. But at that time, the Chaya Gopi and main Gopi will not be combined. Will not be combined, ever. The Chaya Gopi will be established, will be astonished. Chaya Gopi. She will, yes, vanished. She will be vanished. And the main Gopi will think that, oh, very fine. By fortune, nobody has seen me, that I went and I have returned. So nobody has noticed it. And in this way, the increasing of her love is always maintaining. If she has this knowledge that there is that my dummy Gopi is in the house and I am here, then she may feel that there is no problem and let me stay here. But she, Ami na jane Gopi gone. Neither Gopi just knows that my any dummy Gopi is in the house, my any shadow Gopi is in the house. Neither she knows, neither that dummy Gopi knows that my original Gopi is with Shri Ras. So they both do not know any things. So in this way, their hindrances always remains. And the fear, the hindrances, that always creates the increasement in their love. Only 3 persons knows. 1.5 persons knows it, that the Chaya Gopi is in their home. Only Purnamasi is noted, and sometimes some glimpses are in the Vrinda Devi. Neither Krishna does not knows it, that a Chaya Gopi is in the house. So only there, Jan, half and one, Jan knows it. Shri Vrinda or Shri Purnamasi ji. Only they know that the Chaya Gopi is in the house. Yes. Now the Jiva Goswami. Yes. So this is so this is the line of Shri Rupa Goswami. So the Jiva Goswami says that in Gopal Campu, Shri Jiva Goswami in Gopal Campu, Shri Jiva Goswami says that Shri Krishna is thinking that in society, every sadhak is not following this. And there are some persons who says that the Shri Radha Krishna should be a couple, should be a spout, because it gives a bad message to the society. And the other person will follow it. So, according to Paramat, Swechaya Likhtam Kinchit Kinchit Atta Parichaya, Shri Jiva Goswami describes that Shri Gopis are always Sakya. And that Sakya should be accepted by the general masses, the society. So, seeing that some Nimbarkis, some Ramanandi, some other persons, they are serving Shri Radha Madhav as a one Swakya. And it gives a not very good message to the society. Nobody will be allowed to imitate Shri Radha Krishna in this way. So Shri Rupa Goswami has accepted this thing, that in Shastra, as they person says, so Shri Rupa Goswami also says that Shri Radha Krishna is a couple. And Gopijan Vallabh, Radha Kant, Swadhin Bhartarka, all these phrases shows that Shri Radhika is the wife of Shri Krishna in this way. And that wifeness will not become unless they are getting married. So Shri Rupa Goswami says, Shri Jiva Goswami says that after killing Shalva, Shri Krishna reaches in his Prakat Leela to Brij, and there he killed Dantavakra. And after killing Dantavakra, Shri Krishna is thinking that while I have reached in Vrindavan, in Brij, so how it is possible that without having a meeting with Shri Nanda Baba and Brij Gopikagan, I can not return to Dwarka. So while I have reached here, let me have the meeting with Shri Brijvasija. And Shri Krishna on his chariot reaches to Shri Nanda Baba. And at that time, all Brijvasi has left Nandagam. And as they got this information that Shri Krishna has come to Indraprastha for Raisya Yajna, and while Shri Krishna will return, he will return by this way. So they are residing there in the tents on just opposite on the second bank of Sri Yamuna, of Sri Vrindavan, in the Raya, that is Gokul Rai place. It is called Gokul Rai, Gorai. Now it is also famous by the name of Gorai, and that is Raya. So in Raya ground, Raya place, they all were residing there. And Shri Krishna reached there. Everybody was very much happy, and they embraced Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna remained for 2 months with Shri Brijvasi Jan there. And Shri Krishna, after 2 months, Shri Krishna asked to Brijvasi Nanda Baba, Baba, why have you left Nandagam, our that fort, little fort? And Shri Nanda Baba says that we got this information that notice that you are in the Prastha, Delhi, and while you will return to Dwarka, then this is the way. So just we will see, and we will peep you in the chariot and have Tata. Just we will see you. So in this way, we are waiting for you. And Shri Krishna told that no, I will not return now. As I have returned Shri Vrindavan, and previously I have promised you that I will return soon. So while I have returned here, I will not again go back to anywhere, and I will remain with you always. So you come, and we will not live in these tents. We will remain in our homes. So Shri Krishna made them ride on the chariot with him. And as Shri Krishna entered Krishna's chariot, entered in the stream of Yamuna in Bhatranath, that is a place where the water of Yamuna was not so deep, and without any bridge, they can cross the Yamuna. So they entered again to Shri in the Yamuna, and as the blinking of their eyes became, the bridge Leela was vanished in the sight of all cosmos. And Shri Krishna joined his Prakat Leela, Prakat Bridge Leela, into the Aprakat Bridge Leela. And in this way, at the age of 72 years, Shri Krishna now disappeared by the sight of other persons, and in other form, Shri Krishna returned to Dwarka. So Krishna taking 2 forms. In Prakash, Shri Krishna entered to the Aprakat Leela, and in the other form, Shri Krishna returned to, in Prakat Leela, Shri Krishna returned to Shri Dwarka. And in this way, Prakat Bridge Leela was merged into the Aprakat Bridge Leela. Shri Rupa Goswami says that in Dwarka, Shri Krishna is also thinking that it is very much difficult. While Shri Krishna was residing in those 2 months in Brij, Shri Krishna was thinking that my best love is for Shri Brij Gopikagar. And as Shri Dwarika Parkar is a incarnation of Brij, those are Shri Rukmani are the incarnation of Shri Chandravali. Shri Satyabhama is the incarnation of Shri Radharani. Shri Padma, the Padma has also taken incarnation in the form of the other queen there, Nagni Jati. Shri Vishakha is Kalindi, as it is described by Shri Rupa Goswami in Lalit Madhav Natak. So Kaishore Gopkanya Yavune Rajkanyaka. So as they have reached, they are the incarnation of main Brij Gopika girl. So Shri Krishna says that while gopis are here in Dwarka, so let me have the marriage with them so that nobody can object our relationship. So by other mat, seeing Shri Krishna want to marry Shri Radharani. So in Brij, while Shri Krishna was in Prakat Leela, at the time of those 2 months, Shri Krishna proposed Shri Nanda Baba, Shri Yashoda Maiya, not to Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maiya, that I want to marry Radha. Because a boy can say everything to mother. She is so close to mother. He will not talk to father, but he will say his whole desire to mother. So Shri Krishna told to Shri Yashoda Maiya that I want to marry these gopis, Shri Radharani. This is the line of Shri Gopal Campu. And Shri Yashoda had a conversation with Shri Paurnamasi ji. And Paurnamasi says, yes, it is possible because these gopis are unmarried. But Shri Yashoda says, no, we have seen that this gopi was married to Abhimanyu Gop and other Govardhan Gop and other persons, other Gop Balak. So they are married, and how they can be remarried to Shri Krishna. But Paurnamasi says, no, I am saying that these gopis are unmarried, and the gopis who was married to Abhimanyu Gop or to Govardhan Gop, that was the shadow of Shri Chandravali or Shri Radhika. That was not the original Radhika, original Chandravali. That was the shadow of and in this way, I am just calling Shri Katyayani Devi. And Paurnamasi immediately invited Katyayani Devi. And Katyayani said that whatever Paurnamasi is saying, she is 100% correct. These gopis are not ever married to any other gop, and they are quite virgin, and they are not married to any other gop ever. And I am showing that the gopis are the Chaya Gopi, those who are married to the other gops. The original gopi is quite unmarried, and they are virgin. They are very, very much pure, and nobody have ever touched, because a person without Shri Krishna try to touch a gopi, either that gopi will be vanished or the person will be burnt as like anything, but like Ravan. Because Ravan has stolen only the Chaya Sita, not the original Sita. And now I am showing this. And in the sky, sorry. So in the sky, Shri Katyayani Devi has shown the two gopis. And everybody is saying that the shining and the glow of the original gopi is much more greater than the Chaya Gopi. So they can judge that this is Chaya Gopi and this is the original Gopi. But everybody was ready, and then Shri Nanda Baba and Shri Yashoda Maiya both immediately sent Daruk Sarthi to Dwarka And they said that just get Shri Baldev and Shri Rohini Maiya and Yashoda Rohini Maiya here. And immediately going, Shri Uddhav and Shri Daruk Sarthi, they carried Shri Yashoda Rohini Maiya and Shri Baldev also there. And then Shri Krishna, while Shri Krishna was returning to Dwarka, then one incarnation of Shri Yashoda is also there in Dwarka. Shri Yashoda was also carried to Dwarka. The Chayam, that means the original Yashoda and other person was in Aprakat Leela. They are merged to Aprakat Leela. But some Brijvasi, Shri Nanda Yashoda, their incarnation was also sent to Shri Dwarka. And there, when Gopis was informed that we are going to marry you with Shri Krishna, Shri Radhika, Chandravali, Lalita, Vishakha, Padma, Shaibya, Bhadra, Shamla, all these gopis and other all gopis totally refused that we will not marry to any person, because every person says that we are living in our husband's house in Ayan Gop or Abhimanyu Gop. We have been continuously living there. So it will be very much condemnable for us if we will remarry to a person. So they refused. And Shri Paurnamasi ji and other was making him pacifying them that no, you are not married ever. You are quite virgin, and you should allow yourself, and you should permit yourself that you may be now married to Shri Krishna as you always loved Shri Krishna. So in the same way, at that time, Shri Yogmaya or Shri Katyayani Devi, Paurnamasi ji, immediately invites Durvasa Rishi. And she says that to taste that you are quite virgin, you are unmarried. This Durvasa is here. So the heat of Durvasa is much more greater than the heat of a fire. So the Tapo Agni of Durvasa is much more greater. So Durvasa is there, and Durvasa immediately showed his Tapo Agni Swarup. He was austerity. The austerity of Durvasa was much more full of heat than the original Agni, Prakrit Agni. And Durvasa said that every gopi will enter into my Tapo Agni. And when the Chaya gopis entered there, they was burnt. And there was nothing but rest. But as Shri Radharani and other gopis, original gopis, they entered in that Tapo Agni, austerity fire. There, even a point, even a piece of their clothes was not burnt. And everybody was saying that, oh, Shri Radhika is quite, gopis are quite pure. And they do not have any block in their character. They are always having love for Shri Krishna. And then Shri Radhika and other gopis accepted, and they permitted themselves to marry with Shri Krishna. And at that time, the marriage was done. Yes. So in this way, Jiva Goswami says that in Dwarika, and that is also in Golok, Aprakat Leela, not in this Vrindavan, in Aprakat Vrindavan, that marriage was done. And then Shri Krishna asked them that, oh Shri Radhika, just you say what I can do for you. In Lalit Madhav also, Shri Radhika, Shri Krishna says that what I should do for you to please you. And then in Lalit Madhav, after marriage of Shri Radha and Krishna, Shri Radhika says, Yate Leela Pad Paramalo Gari Vanya Parita Dhanya Kshoni Vilasati Brita Mathuri Madhuri Vi Tatasma Chatul Patvi Bhav Bugdhantara Sambita Swam Kale Badno Las Beur Viharam. If you want that what we desire, our desire is this, that being the wife of Sri Krishna, we are not very much happy. We want to again resume that paramour swarup of Sri Krishna. We want to resume that parkiya swarup of ourselves. And chatul pashpi bhav, while hiding and concealing ourselves, we are meeting with Sri Krishna. So we always require that bhav. So let me have the meeting in Sri Krishna with Sri in Sri Vrindavan. So in this way, though the Swakiya bhav is established by Sri Jiva Goswami in Sarva Samadhan Prakran, that is a chapter of Sri Gopal Campu, Sarva Samadhan Prakran. In Sarva Samadhan Prakran, Sri Krishna is just consolidating every person that Sri Krishna and Radhika should not be condemned in any way. They are also married. They are Shakti and Shaktiman, and physically also they are having the ritual of marriage, and they should be considered as a spouse, as a husband and wife, and they should not be condemned ever. But that is not the heart, that is not the essence of Sri Jiva Goswami. So Sri Rupa Goswami said, Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti ji gives this conclusion that though Sri Rupa Goswami is of Parkiya Badi and Sri Jiva Goswami is Swakiya Badi, and Sri Jiva Goswami has shown by this instance that Sri Radhika and Krishna both was married. Even then, in conclusion, Sri Radhika always says that, and all gopis always says that here being a spouse of Shri Krishna, being a wife of Shri Krishna, we are not very much happy, and we also have the desire of Parkiya Bhav in Brij. And in the same way, while in the incarnation of Sri Radharani, Satyabhama is married to Shri Krishna in Dwarka, there also Shri Satyabhama also says that in Lalit Madhav, Shri Rupa Goswami is describing that Shri Krishna asked to Shri Radharani, Praneshwari Radhe Prarthasyo Kim Atah Param Priyam Karvani. Just tell how I can please you and how I can much more please you. And Shri Radhika's answer is that Sakshasta Milta Nisarga Madhura Prema Rami Krita Yamiyam Samramsta Sanstavati Shishrushch Goshteshwari Vrindaranya Nikunja Dhamne Bhavata Sangopeyam Rangavan Sambritakimata Param Priyataram Kartavyam Atrali me. Pool Manurthank in Lalit Madhav, in the 10th Ank, 10th Act, Shri Rupa is accompanied. Chandravali, Vishakha, Padma, Shaibya, all Sakhi, all gopis of Vrindavan are here in the form of queens. And I have in Dwarka, I am talking of Dwarka, not of Golok. So previously I was talking of Golok, and there the marriage was in the form of Radha and Krishna. But here the marriage is in the form of Satyabhama and Krishna. Satyabhama is the incarnation of Sri Krishna. So Satyabhama says, Radha says here, that Sakshasta Milta. I am accompanied with my Sakhi. Nisarga Madhura Premabhi Rami Krita. And I am very much happy and getting very much happiness that these Sakhi are joining me. Yame Vir Samagam. And here I am also being a part of the family of Sri Krishna. And my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my sister-in-law, both are, everyone are also Yamibhi. That means the relationship of one's husband's house. That is, I am feeling here. And I am relishing that relationship of Yamibhi. Samagamsta. So I am also joined with Saas, Nanad, Jithani, Dorani, by all these things. So I am just having the relationship of a husband's house. Sanstavati, Shishrushta Goshteshwari, and Shri Yashoda is also here, my Shishru, my Saas, and I am getting her, Yashoda, as my mother-in-law. Vrindavan, Nikunja Dhamne Bhavata, Sangopyam Rangavan. Though Sri Krishna is here, but I am also desiring that in Vrindavan, let me go to Vrindavan, and there, by that paramount swarup of Sri Krishna, by that elendrans swarup of myself, I will meet Sri Radhika, and the relishment, the joy of that Parikya Bhav is the best. So, in this way, Sri Rupa Goswami is also the main thing. And Sri Rupa Goswami always follow the way of the line of Srimad Bhagavat. So, the line of Srimad Bhagavati is that gopis are Parikya. Sri Rupa Goswami always follows the line of Srimad Bhagavat. But by Paramarth, Swechaya Likhtam Kinchit Tattva Parichaya. By Parichaya, Sri Rupa Goswami has described and depicted the gopis as Swakiya by performing the marriage with Sri Krishna in Sri Golok, in Aprakat Vrindavan, Dwarka, not in this Vrindavan. In Prakat Vrindavan, not. In Aprakat Vrindavan, as they are having the marriage with Sri Krishna. But at that time, after performing that marriage also, Sri Krishna always, Krishna and Sri Radhika, and always has intention and desire that they want to get Sri Krishna as paramour, as Upapati. The Pati Bhav is not great, the Uppati Bhav is very much great in Sri Brij, and that is in conclusion. Sri Rupa Goswami has, Sri Jiva Goswami has also followed the line of Sri Rupa Goswami. So in this way, it cannot be said that Sri Rupa Goswami and Sri Jiva Goswami both are hostile, like having the hostility. but they are always having the amicable attitude. And in this way, Shri Radhika and Shri Krishna, Shri Rupa Goswami and Shri Jiva Goswami, both are one. And whatever Shri Rupa Goswami has decided, Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti has explained it, that Gopi Jan Vallabh is also the paramount. Gopi Jan Vallabh also indicates the paramount. Gopi means the wife of a gop, cowherd. Gopi means, and Tasya Vallabha. That means the lover of a wife of a cowherd. That means paramour. It shows the paramour. Gopi means the wife of a cowherd. Gop. That will be called, she will call Gopi. And Vallabh means not his husband, but a other person. So that is Parkiya Bhav. In Gopal Mantra also, by Gopi and Vallabh, the paramour is also established. In the same way, while they say Radha Kant, Radha Vallabh, Gopi and Vallabh, Gopi Vallabh, then it also, Vallabh Shabd is not very much fixed in husband. Vallabh maybe, Vallabh Shabd can be used in for the paramour. So, in this way, all Upasana mantra and all name of Shri Krishna that was pushed to the husband and wife, to the Yugal couple, that is not correct. Actually, they are always indicating the paramour or elegance of Shri Brij Gopikagan. So in Brij, the Parikiya Bhav is the best, and Shri Mahaprabhu has given us the Bhavollas of Parikiya Bhav, not Bhavollas of Swakiya. So we are the maid servant of Shri Parikiya Shri Radharani, not of a queen like Dwarika, of Shri Rukmani, or so on. So in this way, Shri Rupa Goswami and Shri Jiva Goswami both have the amicability, and they are having the same attitude. In this way, I will stop here. In this way, they are not, the subject was this, that Gopal Chappu in the line of Shri Rupa Goswami. It is proved that Gopal Shri Jiva Goswami never violate, never discard the attitude of Shri Rupa Goswami. And the attitude of and description of Shri Rupa Goswami is the best description, and that should be the model of every sadhak. So one should do sadhana according to the Rupanuga Bhakti. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Hmm?